back at SHOT Show 2016 with the Gear Challenge, and I'm at the Hogue Tactical booth, and I ran into somebody here who seems to have a few products that he might want to talk about. How's it going, Alan?
Hey man, how you doing?
Doing well. So, I hear you have two new knives that you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, we have two new models for this year. Okay, this is going to be called the X5. Okay, the fifth folder model, and it has our button lock that we have on a lot of the other models, like the 04. And this is a little bit different. It has a flipper tab. Okay, and we are not the first ones to do a button lock or plunger lock flipper, but we are the first ones to do this type of configuration, not using the button as the detent. Okay, there have been others that make button lock flippers that detent off of the button, and the action is kind of iffy because this button does not trap the blade as positive as it should. So what I have done is I designed this knife with an internal liner. So when you flip it, there's actually an internal liner inside there, you can see, that has a ball detent. So it actually acts like a frame lock or a liner lock flipper. It has the exact same feel, exact same pop, and that's what we want when we have a flipper. Very striking blade shape, compound grind. We have a higher grind up front, so it's a lot sharper. The edge will be a lot sharper. You want some heavier cuts, use the back.
Get the second head fixed, and we got to get you a holiday.
Okay.
And that's an interesting, unique.
It's a very unique blade shape, and you can put your hand up here. All right. And this is a modified Warncliffe. So you get to do heavy cuts with a shallower grind, or a much finer cut with the tip. Nice grip, finger grooves, a slight little parrot beak in the back.
He really likes it, but he'd rather
Got the back, it looks like vents. And you can tell that the handle's all tapered
but it was a good plan
and sculpted.
Concept, gimmick kind of thing.
Scoping here, fits in the hand, nice and comfortable. Clip that follows the curvature of the handle.
Yeah, I didn't make any of those decisions.
6AL4B, hard anodizing, and CPM 154 CM.
So let's go with it. That was Bill Crook. Bill is
what are these?
my hero. He's the guy that built
Question,
that.
big question. These should run about the same price as the other knives. Like these, probably around 250, 250-ish. And the comes in different configurations. This is a gray and black and stone wash. And I believe that we are going to put a inlay here, or a texture. See, you have to understand this is like very prototype, very prototype. Yeah, so there'll be a little bit more massaging. Yeah, right here. So there's a little bit more massaging. We'll put an inlay right here. It could be G10, it's texturized G10, like this texture right here, or carbon fiber. So we're talking about carbon fiber inlays to be very sexy. Okay. And this is very prototype. We're going to do some more massaging with this particular model. Okay, but this is going to be the gist. We're going to put some jimping here on the edges, and probably play around with textures. We're going to definitely change the clip, but we wanted to get something here in people's hands at SHOT Show where they can feel and say, "Oh yeah, sign me up." We have, and we have several blade designs.
Yeah, this is
similar to this model, compound grind. We have a high grind here, shallow grind here. So if you need heavy, hard penetration, you have a lot tougher tip, and then a lot sharper edge back here, where you want to do some real cutting.
It's hard.
Hard.
And there is a Tanto version.
It's an aggressive.
This is a drop point version.
Nice.
We're going to round over the corners more.
But it's a button on flipper. And the materials on this.
Same thing, 6L4V and 154 CM.
Several people have made noises like.
And you designed this,
Yes.
That's what they're saying.
including the mechanisms?
No, the mechanism's been around forever. It's a standard double action mechanism. I think the first time I saw one of these was like in Tijuana. The NATO double actions that, you know, and then everyone's basically copied that mechanism. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, man.
And great to see you. Great to meet you.
Same here.
And
Same here.
hope to see you around.
Thanks a lot, man. Take it easy.
You too. So we're still here at SHOT Show 2016 at the Hogue booth with Alan, and he has something else that he would like to explain to us. So, Alan.
At first glance, when you look at the knife, you'll see that the blade is not a very conventional blade shape. It is very stunning, but also very different. And the reason why I designed it this way is when you are doing heavy cuts on anything, usually it's closer to the hand because you have better control. The further out from the hand and closer to the tip, and you're trying to do heavy cuts, you don't have control of the knife. That's why this edge is straight, and that's why it's shallow. So you can come in here and do heavier cuts, stronger tips. Now, when a stronger tip, but when you need a delicate tip, and you're working the tip here, that's why it's pointed slightly away. So you're able to utilize the tip when you're cutting something, and your hand does not get in the way of the surface. You tilt it up, and there it is. Now you're working it, and all your focus is on the tip, on back about maybe half an inch. Okay, and then if you have to cut something like this, that's where it comes in handy. And your hand does not hit the table.
And that's very
But
important.
yeah, but then when you need to do a really hard cut, that's where that comes in to do that hard cut. You always want to do hard cuts, heavy hard cuts, closer to your hand. You have better control over the knife.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it, man.
Great to see you again.
Thanks a lot.